Man, I'm probably going to catch hell for making this video, but I prayed about it. I prayed on it, and I cannot not make this video, if that makes sense. I am absolutely stunned by this church. Like, okay, I know I've gone over this enough, and I know, I've had people say, enough, just drop it, let it go, let it go, let it go. I don't think people realize what some people go through with these kind of crazy churches, that they're insane. They're absolutely insane. Like these different faction of churches, like, um, there's different ones. I don't want to name like different religions or anything, but like the only one that I can say that I've had experience being inside of is the Church of Christ. I can't speak for Jehovah's Witness or Mormonism or whatever. I mean, even though those two are other ones that I might say that I'm a little fearful of, just from what I've heard and what I've read and what I've understand about them, this is a church that actually got into my head, or is starting to get into my head, and it's scary. This is so scary. These people are indoctrinated. They're brainwashed. They're psycho. They're sick. They're sick. They're sick. They're batshit insane crazy. And this was my former friend Matt attends this church and got me to go to this church and baptized me in this church. And even after I was baptized, I was not saved. Remember from the other videos? But this church doesn't believe musical instruments. They believe that's a sin. They believe that taking alcohol for communion is a sin. A sip of alcohol, wine, is a sin. They believe you're going to hell if you're not baptized too. Let's not forget that. They believe that you can lose your salvation, which you cannot, absolutely cannot. If you're a Christian, you've gone through the conversion, if you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior, you cannot lose your salvation. They believe that you can. They believe in all these wacky, crazy things. And if you talk to them, they will say it's biblical. They'll go back to the Bible to prove their points. These people are nuts. They're twisted. They're demented. And I was kicked out for disagreeing and having differing viewpoints. Thank God. Thank God that I was. I'm so happy now that I was. But I'm still going through, I'm still suffering. People don't realize what you go through when you're in the midst of being brainwashed and indoctrinated, like my friend Matt, or a former friend. I mean, people don't understand. He won't understand because he's immersed. But me, I got out quick enough, soon enough. I got out because I was blocked by them. I was shunned or whatever, turned away by them, which is something Jesus Christ would never do. And I know that. I know that in my heart, and I knew it then too. It didn't feel right. And that was one of the biggest signs the Lord gave me, was the fact that they did that. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Because had they not done that, and I know I seem crazed myself, but honestly, people don't understand what you go through when you put intellect and you put thought and then you put feeling behind the thought, and then you go and worship with these people and you start to see these people as family, and then they hurt you. But thankfully, in my case, they did. I would rather take a whipping, and I'd rather be shunned than still be immersed in that. My only hope is, just like I put on my post, I truly, truly, truly hope that somebody would have slapped the sense into me. I hope there's someone out there that would slap the sense into me and would have brought me back to reality, because they are insane. They're insane. They're crazy. They're nuts. They're nut jobs. They're a cult. And I mean, wow. Like, after the research that I did and some of the things that were sent to me today, I'm like, wow. Wow. And you know, the sad thing is, I was born and raised and baptized. as a Greek Orthodox Christian, that's still my religion. By what I still do my cross like the Greek Orthodox after every prayer. I even did it there, which I think they didn't like. Probably pissed them off every time we got done praying and I did my cross, because I'm never going to stop doing that. I love the Greek Orthodox Church. I love it. I don't attend it, but I love that church. And I was baptized Greek Orthodox. The only reason, sadly, I don't go there, after checking out these other religions and these other factions, I'm grateful for the Greek Orthodox Church, and sadly, I don't go there. And the main reason is the language barrier with the ancient Greek, and the not getting as much as I want to suck the nectar from the Bible, even though they're biblically based, of course, too, and they're Christian. I don't go attend there, and it's sad. It's a shame, because I could have had a church home all of my life, but unfortunately, my immediate family, never really, you know, forced me to go to church as much as I could have gone. And I don't want to go into all that anyway. I guess the point is, to go off on a tangent, the point is I'm doing this more like a journal entry, like just processing this. It's insane. Like, I thought this madness and this insanity of what, like an indoctrination, like a book that they gave me. I have it around here somewhere. I can't find it. I wish I had had it before I jumped on. And then all these other crazy things, like musical instruments are sinful. Having a sip of fermented wine is a sin. When you're partaking of Holy Communion, not being baptized, you're going to hell. Like, come on, really? So, even when after I was baptized, and I did it with full intent that I was doing the right thing, because they made me think that I had to be baptized that very moment, or I was going to go to hell. My former friend Matt told me that I was going to go to hell. He told me I was in an unsafe condition. So, wow. Oh my God, I am so thankful. I praise the Lord, and I thank him so much for allowing me to see the truth. And they're blinded, and it's so sad, because they are Christians, but they're brainwashed Christians. They're cult Christians. They're not Jesus Christ Christians. And it's so easy to fall into this. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be there to warn anybody. And I'm not just talking about this church. In anything in life, if somebody tries to brainwash you, if somebody tries to force you to believe something or think something or do something that doesn't seem normal, question it. Question, if your gut says something's not right, question it. Ask why. Ask what. Ask who. Ask where. Ask all the questions. Ask them all. And pray to God. I even told my mother when I was attending this church, I said, if something seems wrong or weird, because I just got some really weird vibes too. And I remember saying that very casually to her, because they're ultra conservative as well. They're ultra conservative, like completely to the right. There's no middle ground for them in anything. Everything's black and white. Even for my former friend Matt, everything was in black and white. He's very awkward. He could not see anything in shades of gray. Everything was black or white for him. And he thought that I was insultive towards him. He was cruel towards me. Cruel. Absolutely cruel. And again, I don't want to even, I have so many videos you can watch if you want to see the experience and what I went through and all that stuff. I go into it perhaps too much. You know what? That's not even the point of this right now. The point of this video is, don't let yourself be mind fucked. Don't let yourself be brainwashed. I apologize for the profanity. Don't allow yourself to be put in a situation in which somebody or something or a faction tries to indoctrinate you, like my friend Matt is immersed and indoctrinated. I feel so bad about that. And it's funny because even towards the end, I was like, I got to pull him out. I got to make him see. His wife won't even go there. No wonder. Now I understand. It makes complete sense. Complete sense why she doesn't attend. Complete sense. I even said that in a message, text message to him. I said, it's no wonder your wife doesn't go there. And she's a very big Christian. She attends church. She goes to her church. She goes with her family or to her church. I don't know if it's with her family or not, but she goes to a church. She goes to Bible study. She does all those things, none of which are affiliated with this church. Now it makes complete sense. Complete sense. His family does not attend this church. His family does not attend this church. And there's no way of helping him now. There's no way. He is too far gone. Like these people are like family to him. They are his family. And matter of fact, he told me that once, that they are his church family, they are his family, because his other family, and they won't go there probably because of how crazy and extreme they are. I guess I'm gullible. I guess I'm stupid. I guess I'm dumb. Didn't think that was the case. One thing I always prided myself about, there's a lot of things I don't like about myself, but the one thing I always prided myself for is that I was freaking intelligent. I always liked the fact that I was really intelligent. I went to college, I graduated, I did really well. I always thought, you're a smart guy, and not just book smart, but intelligence wise, knowledge, even some wisdom. Maybe not that much, but hey, in my 50s, I figure I'm pretty well, a lot more than some, a lot less than others. But this is crazy. And this video, again, I apologize to my friends who said, hey, you know what? Let it go. And you're right. I believe in letting it go. I believe in letting it rest. But you guys have no idea how this is impacting my life, or how it has impacted my life. You could say I'm obsessing over this. You can say anything you want. This is downright abuse. This is not obsession. This is not an obsession. This is not me obsession. And maybe it is a little bit. Maybe there's a little obsessing there because of what I went through. But it's like somebody who was physically or sexually or emotionally abused, and it just doesn't go away. That stuff stays with you. And this is staying with me. So if you're watching this video and you have any advice on how I can get through this, I'm doing better. Doing a lot better than I was, but I'm still struggling. Because I am a Christian. I love Jesus Christ. And I will never be afraid to deny that. Ever. I mean, I will never be afraid to proclaim that, to say that I love Jesus Christ to anyone. That's a non-negotiable with me. If you don't want to be my friend, if you want to defriend me, if you want to block me, if you want to not, I've been blocked for my views on Christianity. That's fine. I have no problem with that. And I will always love Jesus Christ. And I put Jesus Christ first in my life. God, it comes first in my life. First and foremost before everything, as he should. But if you have any ideas or how I can come to peace with this and make peace with this, please let me know. Because I'm still searching to find complete peace. I have not found complete peace because of this brainwashed church. And that sick friend, former friend, who was doing that and believing that what he was doing was kind. He believed that he was reaching out. He believed he was evangelizing. He believed he was saving me. That's the craziest part about it. I was already saved. Yet this person would still probably believe that I'm still unsaved. So it's just, it's insane. It's insane. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. So I had to make this video because, yeah, I am still struggling with it. And I'm going to pin this on my on that post that I made with the research that I did on Google, from Wikipedia, and from other sources that I literally researched this church in depth. Maybe I am obsessed. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm more obsessed than I think. Okay, then my question to you, if you're concerned about me, is how do I become unobsessed? How do I lose the obsession? How do I set this free? Because this is something I need to get over for sure. I'm doing better, but I'm still struggling. It's almost like an addiction. It's like, I don't know, or maybe a lack of closure because Matt never responded back in an appropriate way. Instead, he blocked me, and instead he or the church or both blocked me, but I think it was him, but it might not have been. It might have been the church. If it was him, I understand. If it was the church, whoa, that, that floors me, because that's something Christ would never do. But that is what I'm hoping is the case. I want to hold on to that hope that the church is the one, that the elders were the one that made the decision, that Jim and Todd made that decision of this church, of Marble Church of Christ in Louisville, Ohio. I hope that it was them and not Matt. Because if it was Matt, then that was just an act of spite and cruelty. And I could get over that easier. But when it comes to my salvation and you question or challenge that, it's not so easy for me to get over. And it does mess with my head. It mind messes me big time. It blows my mind. So I'm done. I'm done. But this is a journal entry. I had to do it. I had to clear my thoughts. I had to. I don't have anyone else to go to. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck, and I don't know what else to say. But wow. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to consider therapy for this, honestly, for this specific reason, for this church and for what happened with this church. And had it been in any other situation or circumstance, I probably would seek legal counsel as well. Because in any other situation, if this were physical or sexual or emotional abuse of a child, there could be legal ramifications. This is insane. This is madness. Wow. Thank you for listening. If you stayed on this entire time, I appreciate you. I know some of you out there probably just think I'm some crazy ass weird nutcase, and that's okay if you think that. That's fine. Think what you want. That's probably what they think, and I really don't care. But my point is there's something here, guys. There's something here. And my bigger point is that if you are ever in a situation where somebody's leading you to believe or not forcing you, if somebody's indoctrinating you and brainwashing you, look out for signs of that. This is how Hitler did what he did. This is how a lot of big political figures do what they do. This is how they push their propaganda. This is how they push their stuff. They mind F people. They indoctrinate you. They make you a robot. And Matt's very much a robot. He's very rigid. He's very awkward. And now I understand why. And I feel sorry for him. I do. It breaks my heart. Because he won't see it. He won't see it. And I don't know what to do except for pray. Nonetheless, I'm not going to continue on going on and on and on about this. I just had to make this video. I had to get it out. I had to vent. So I guess you guys are my therapists right now, if you watch this far. God bless everybody. And remember, Jesus Christ loves you. He loves you. He would not turn his back on you. He would never block you. He would never deny you. He would never leave your side as long as you believe in him. Just remember that. That's the only thing I want. That's the most important thing to leave you with. Take care.